Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to Rimworld. Now, I'm hoping this is about right because I lost my footage for the second episode, so I've had to reload and autosave. And I think the only thing that's happened is we've built the rest of this concrete wall, which is fantastic. And then I want to potentially build another one along here. So I'm going to use a tactic I've seen a few times. I've used it once or twice myself and it is quite effective, so... we go. I don't know if we're going to have enough concrete for this, to be honest with you, but I'm going to build a concrete wall across there and another concrete wall across there, and then in the middle of the concrete wall we're going to put some wooden doors. Now it might look insane, but the way it works, because it's a bit of an exploit of the game, to be honest with you, the way it works is that when you get raided, people will generally take the way of the least problems pathfinding wise. So they'll go down here and they'll go out this way because it takes more effort to break down a door than it is to walk. But your colonists will use the doors because they have access to them. So what you do is you put a few deadfall traps in the middle here, and before you've got turrets, that's actually a really good way of being pretty secure, really. I wonder if we can use this little wooden building for anything. It just seems a little pointless not to use it, doesn't it? It's a nice little alcove there for a workbench. I quite like this little building actually, but we're going to let them build that, and while they're building that, I am going to do a bit of planning. Now, as I said, I've already done this episode once, and I've already dug all this out once, to be honest with you, so it's a little bit annoying. But at least it gives me a chance to maybe rethink what I did, because there was a slight problem when we did it. Right. So we're going to build an 11 by 11. This is going to be the freezer, right? And we're going to have a 7 by 7. How wide's that? That's 5. Okay, we're going to have a 5 wide tunnel. This is going to be another defensive room. So this is the entrance. Then in here we'll have maybe a few turrets, just in case anyone breaks through these defenses. The majority of the defenses, in fairness, will be outside, but we'll have a bit of a defensive room in here as well, like a kill room sort of thing. Alright, so we got that. This is the freeze, and we'll leave a few blocks here just in case they try and dig through the wall. So I need, really, again, an 11 by 13 room. Is that a bit too much? I don't honestly know. 11 by 13. This is only planning anyway, so it's not a major thing. So if I go 5, so I want to go maybe like that. And this will be the dining room, and then round the back here maybe sort of maybe like that. Does that work? I want maybe 3 of that room for 3 of that room, so that's 7. Maybe I'm going to make it a bit of a longer room because there's going to be a few other bits in there, and we want door there, and a door there. So basically, people from the dining room can go into the kitchen, people from the dining room can go into the freezer, and people from the kitchen can go into the freezer and collect the food, essentially. And then that's going to be... okay, that doesn't need to be as wide, does it? So we're going to remove that and that. It's just going to be a 3 wide room walkway, and that can still be that, can't it? So then we can walk a 3 wide walkway there. Okay. Okay, this could work. That's 11. So again, we can do maybe like a 3 wide doorway. I like that, actually. I like that. This is going to be an important little aspect of it, isn't it? And then from this side, see, I'll probably want maybe, right, 7 by 7, 7 by 7, and I don't need to walk the whole way down, do I? Just there. 7 by 7, 7 by 7. Now I think this, so close to the entrance, should be the hospital. If I do a walkway there, but that means it's not going to sort of go completely level, doesn't it? Unless I do that, which I don't mind doing that. That's fine. But then I can't have 7 by 7, 7 by 7 there as well, which is going to annoy me. Okay. Right, let's replan. This is why the planning tool is so good on this game, because it gives you the chance to do this sort of thing. Right. So 7 by 7 there. 3 wide hallways, 7 by 7 there. And here. So this will be the prison. So that's going to be a single door. And then like that. And this will be the hospital. Again, we'll have a single door. See, this is a good place to have the hospital actually, because we need to have another freezer. We need to have a freezer for the medicine. So again, 7 by 7. See, the hospital might end up being expanded because we want workshops and so forth. So we can have a little, we can have like a little medicine room here maybe. Maybe like that. But only the doctor should be able to access that. I don't know if that's going to work, is it? I might have to do along like that. So only the doctor should access this, and we'll have all the medicines in here. So that's a pretty decent plan, and then from there on, maybe we'll hook around here and we'll make some bedrooms. I like that plan. So I think first of all we need to start then digging out this area. We'll dig up to here. We won't bother digging this bit yet, because I just want to get this bit dug out as well. So I got Doug in my mind there for a second. I remember Doug. I was well young when Doug first came out. Right. So we're going to dig all that out as well. So of course when it comes up to name the place, we are going to call ourselves Vault 8, just basically because we found this little area here and it has an 8 in it. That's the only reason why. And yeah, long term, we're looking pretty good. If we can get the research sorted, we need to get that electricity done as quickly as possible. And once we get electricity sorted, I believe we can get an electronic research bench, which makes the research go quicker as well, which would be fantastic. And I'm thinking maybe a lot of the production stays on this side, and a lot of the bedrooms and that will stay on this side. So while that's being sorted out to be dug, let's speed this up. Do we have enough concrete to build that? We don't. Okay. Is that concrete? No, it's steel. Oh, steel. Bloody hell, that's nice. Oh, they're still building stuff. Let's deconstruct that steel. We can also deconstruct all of this concrete as well. Let's find the what I'm looking for. Deconstruct. And there's concrete there, isn't there? Visitors join. We've got low medicine. We've only got 14 medicines left in storage. And there's been some time, and there's probably, and as you've probably seen, Pirates Raid will start soon. Okay. Okay, so we're okay, I think, in regard to raids, because we've got a lot of protection. We've got a lot of guns, so we should be okay. Porcupine apparently has got nothing to do. Surely there's cleaning and hauling to be done. Maybe not. We've not got a big enough research, not big enough bitty bomb, have we? I wonder if it'd be worth getting another research bench maybe at some point as well. Porcupine, you could do some research. It's not your biggest skill, but something you could do, as could you, Wolf, as well. Okay. But I think what we need to do as well is we need to build a ballot box so we can get a leader. I don't know how this works. Putting a chalkboard on a classroom will improve effectiveness of teaching. Designates a spot where lessons to be held. Putting a globe in a classroom will improve effectiveness of teaching. I'm not quite sure how that all works, to be honest with you. I've not really dealt with this mod overly too much so far. Is this concrete wall? No, this is marble. Okay. I know there is some more concrete wall inside, though. So we'll deconstruct that as well. But I'm going to speed the game up a bit just because we can get this area dug out then. We're going to build another steel door just here, and that's going to create our entranceway into the vault. I'm also going to go for misc. Not misc, is it? Furniture now, is it then? It is. So we're going to build a couple of torches. I'll build a couple of torches in here as well, just so that it's lit up, because they get very annoyed if it's dark where they're working. So we need to get that research sorted so quickly. Terrain rehabilitation. But this is a good mod as well. I've got one that's just because when you download mods, it adds a lot of extra research. As you can see, there's tons of research here. But it's really good because energy weaponry we can build. That's really good. It's good because I've got a mod that organises your research for you. Because when I download all these mods, I started to panic because I went in to do the research and it was all down here, and you couldn't get down. You couldn't scroll down. So this organised research is very, very good. Here we go. We are going to be called the survivors of the, obviously, nuclear fallout. And this is... It's survivors, isn't it? Yeah. And this is Vault 8. Boom! We are named. Like it. Right. So we have some light in this opening area now. And probably we will put a couple of turrets in here long term as well. And one more then steel door. And then that'll be the entranceway. So everything after this will be a lot less secure, because hopefully nobody should get past this. And they're digging into what's going to be the dining room now. I'm hoping this is going to be okay. It's not going to collapse. I think it's okay. Well, what is it? I think the limit of the room is 13. What this is 11. This should be fine. I hope. But I panicked there for a second. 5 colonists are idle. Okay. Well, let's start off by... Ooh. That wasn't there a minute ago. I'm confused now, I tell you. I really am. Okay, we're going to have to work around this then. It's not too bad. It's only made it a little bit wider than what it was going to be, but I didn't really want it to be an odd shape, to be honest with you. So let's... sorry, I got distracted there. Hall... Right. Got a mad animal, which is the scariest thing on this game, I think. It's an angry chinchilla is trying to attack us. Right, area revealed. We know it's that. Area revealed. Is it that as well? Okay. Also doing haul things. Right. If there's anybody who is not got a job, they can start hauling. And I think somebody can go and do that hunting of that chinchilla as well. Because it's a bugger. Mad animals are so dangerous on this game. I'm sure they're more dangerous than anything else. Right, that looks like it's all the concrete we might have at the moment. Deconstruct a little bit more over here, have we? No, we haven't done it yet. We need to mine that out first, I think. Right, so how are we going to do this? Do I want to just do a wooden wall across here and across here, and then deconstruct that and that? And maybe a wooden wall in there just to fill it in. So I don't really want this room to be wider than it's supposed to be honest with you. Wow. Galgut and Trumpet are having a fist fight. This is not on. Oh, they've both stopped now. Left index finger's been cracked to the... bloody hell. What sort of fight was this between these two? Either way, I think Trumpet won. You two guys, come on. So the last we need is you two having a fight with each other. Right. And let's also build a wooden wall out to where that door's going to be. And then wooden door, wooden door, wooden door. We're also got a wooden floor in here as well, which is fine. That's pretty good actually, the way that's worked out. Wooden floor in here and here and here as well. Which is good. Speed things up because I think it's getting to night time. Everyone's going to be making their way to bed now. Wolf is treating Trumpet. Is that chinchilla dead yet? I should imagine it probably is. Seems to have not made its way here yet. Is that it? Doesn't seem like it. It's just normal chinchilla, that one, I think. Maybe we've already hunted it, which would be good. Oh, here comes Starling. Have you been out hunting a chinchilla? I don't know. Well, everyone's off to bed now then. So we're looking pretty good here. I think this is a pretty decent start. If we can fill in this with wooden floor, then put the doors on. This will be a food storage. This will be where we put the new cook stove in. I've made it a bit bigger because as the game goes on and you can start doing brewing, you can start making alcohol and stuff like that, we'll put all that in here as well. This might have another... I think I might want to do is plan out having another room maybe here, which would be a workshop for the doctor, because then we could possibly have... that's not going to work, is it? It is going to work, but I don't like it like that. Because it is going to be, as the game gets later on, we can actually build body parts, which would be fantastic. But we can also make things like smoke leaf and stuff like that as well. And we can also do, what's it called? We can make things like Psycho and Medex and Stim packs and stuff that comes from Fallout, which is pretty good. Did I not mark that bit there for wooden floors? It's stupid, isn't it? So that's pretty good. We're getting the wooden floor built. It'd be nice if we could get it all cleared out and that as well. Are we doing some researching? We're not doing research at the moment. Who is our main researcher then? It is Black, a scout, who does things before. So I'm going to put you down to 2 on construction because I would like to get you... Ah, we've got a new person. We've got Darius. Oh, Darius. Talk about repping it up already. Darius is wearing a armoured vault jumpsuit. Nice. And he has sandstone 9-iron. He's got a 9-iron. A golf club. Wow. But you're not very good at shooting, so I was going to give you a gun, but... Area revealed. Okay, that's fine. Let's cancel that job. Right, Darius. I'm sorry, I was looking at you. I can't remember what you're good at now. You are good at melee, social, animals, crafting. Okay. So you are going to be on this. Let's get you on that straight away. You can do some wardening for us and some animal handling. And you're going to be our main crafter, really, as time goes on. But for now, I want you solely on... doing hauling and cleaning, just to try and get this area inside sorted out as soon as possible. Is that concrete? That is concrete as well. So I'm gonna deconstruct that just so I can get the concrete to build our wall. Is there anything else that's concrete around here? Are you concrete as well? You're steel. Wow. Aluminium. That's nice. Aluminium again. Sandstone. Limestone. So we've got a lot of materials just in another steel building. Got a lot of materials just in derelict buildings, haven't we, really? Are you limestone as well? Granite, marble. I was hoping to get some more concrete, to be honest with you. There's granite, slate, granite, concrete. There we go. Don't think that's an ancient. Ancient dangers are generally very, very big. So I don't think that is one. So we'll get that. Is Galga still injured? How bad was your fight? Well, you're getting there. Trumpet did beat the living crap out of you, didn't he, really? Right, everything's done now, is it? Yes, because we need to deconstruct... this is going to be the issue then, isn't it? We'll deconstruct these 3, and that's going to open up a whole massive area down here. But right, we can put the rest of that hauling job to be done. And remove these plans. And that gives us a nice little area now then. So we're getting rid of these stones as quick as we can. It'd be nice to get rid of them all, to be honest. And this will be the start of our vault, really. Like I said, this is going to be where we're going to do... This is going to be our freezer, so we've got access to the outside for the coolers. This will be our dining room, and this will be the kitchen slash brewery slash all the other random bits and bobs we want to do. And it'd be nice if we can get the rest of this wall built up as well at some point. All the doors are built. We just need the concrete. As I said, I think there's a chunk of concrete we can get a hold of in here. This whole area here, you can't tell. You can tell here, look, deconstruct this concrete wall, deconstruct this concrete wall. It is just all concrete in here. Minor break risk of wolf. What's wrong with you, wolf? Oh, you're pretty annoyed. You got tobacco withdrawal, which is not the greatest. So maybe as time goes on, we'll look to build maybe cigars, and we'll look to build smoke leaf as well. Because smoke leaf is although you don't really want your colonists being on cannabis, to be honest with you, it does slow them down considerably, but it makes them happy, really happy, for no reason. So maybe it is a good thing for us to use. So this is medical, this is prison, and then from there on we can start to think about building proper bedrooms for people. So bedrooms will be 7 by 7, like so. Ooh. And then I want to remove that line there and that there. I'm getting a bit messy with these buttons, aren't I? 7 by 7. See, these are going to have doors on because I don't really want people to be able to come in and out of there without prior agreement. So we'll hook this back up here, which is nice. Then maybe we can put something in here as well, some sort of workshop maybe. Not quite sure what, but that'd be a useful little area. Maybe a research area. How wide I think the electric research benches, I don't know if they're 4 or 5 wide, so I'll have to double check that before I commit to that. And then maybe I can continue on the walkway that way, but then also bring it up here. I'm hoping that all this is not going to be solid and there's going to be no surprises waiting for us. So 7 by 7, 7 by 7. So another. So that'd be. The problem is we've got to build bedrooms for 10 people, haven't we? Really. So it's going to be a bit of a task. So put another couple there. But then I can still build them here as well, then, can't I? And I'm sure we've only got 11 people now, haven't we? We've got a wanderer join, so got even more to think about. 7 by 7. So that's not too bad. That would be. So that's completely wrong. That's 6 bedrooms. That's 12 bedrooms there. And we got another 4 there. So we're going to have 16 bedrooms that is lined out. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? But it makes sense to me in my head, honestly. I didn't put anything at the end here. It's a shame we can't build like a torture chamber, innit? Something like that. It's an insight into my twisted mind there. It'd be great if we could build a torture chamber. So they've been deconstructing some of this wall and taking the gear back, which is good. It's just taken them a long time to get round, isn't it? Equipped with a sandstone 9 iron, which is that the best weapon for you? You're good at melee, you're not great at anything else, are you? So I am going to zone in a new stockpile zone just so we can start moving some of the food across to here. And this is going to be a clear ore, it's going to be a critical priority for food and for animal corpses. And then this one in here, I'm then going to remove foods from this one. So that should start getting people to move them across, which would be good. The carrots are making their way in. Ah, we have a raid. Lolita, who has a sandstone awful club. Are you any good? Well, you're good with melee, actually. We want to try and stay away from you if we can. Area revealed. We knew that was going to happen. That's not too bad. The thing is, there's a lot of concrete in there, so we might have to just do it, I think. We'll deconstruct it and then we might be able to use the room. If not, we can seal it off for now. You can see it's there as well. Maybe we won't deconstruct that though, actually. We'll cancel that because that's a nice solid thing for us there. Is this concrete floor maybe? No, it's dark carpet, light carpet, cream carpet. I won't bring that carpet up yet then. I won't bring that carpet up because I don't think it's taking any damage at the moment in the ground. Is Lolita coming straight for us? She must be because she's not hanging around there. Well, I can't see where she's gone. She's spawned into the map here and she's wandered off. Oh, there she is, Lolita. Right, Priscilla, can I get you to come down here? Black, I'll get you to come down here. Wolf, you've got a gun. Galga, you've got a gun. Trumpet, you've got a gun. Panda, you've got a gun. We should be able to completely get rid of this guy, no problems. Or this lady, should I say. Lolita! Go on, let's speed things up. Come on, where are you all? Right, there's Trumpet. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Shots fired, Trumpet straight at it. Oh, we've got some good shots here, good shots. And down already, nice. Capture. Let's undraft. No, you still need to capture. Capture Lolita. And unforbid the club. There we go. Took no damage in that raid whatsoever. That's because we've got a lot of guns. It's a very good start to the game for us, in fairness. Maybe a little bit overpowered, but I really wanted just to have a bit of fun with this one, not worry too much about being killed all the time. Furniture. We're going to build a long table. Where are the... There we go, long table. Along the wall, I think, is the best place for them. So one there and one there. And that gives us a lot of free space over here to build other stuff. So maybe we could build... What's that on the floor? Oh, stim packs. Come on. Get the stim packs inside, people. We've still got 94 packaged survival meals, so we're not worrying too much about food. We should be able to get it all up and running before we hit any big problems. So we've got Lolita being brought back to the prison. Black's got him. Okay, area revealed. We know that's going to be that area there, which looks like an old hospital room. So we are going to deconstruct all of this concrete because we want the concrete, basically. That's the only reason why. Looks like it might have been an old hospital room, doesn't it? And then we're going to build a wooden wall just there. And I don't know if we'll use this or not. I don't honestly know. I don't think we'll use it as a hospital room. We'll probably dig up all this carpet at some point as well. We can use the cloth once we learn how to do it ourselves. Galga's on the research. We're getting there 8:14, 8:15. It's slow work, isn't it? I wonder whether it might be beneficial just for now. We'll get rid of this eventually, but build a second research bench in here. And then also we want to build a chess table in here. And we're going to get some furniture, get a couple of dining chairs either side of this chess table. Then maybe a plant pot to beautify the room up a little bit. And then maybe some more chairs. What we got wood-wise? We've got 430 wood stored. And these chairs take 60 each. Wow. That's going to be a lot of wood, isn't it? We've wooden floored a chunk of the area, not a huge amount. Wow, I've just seen what the time is. Well, we've really overrun on this episode, so we're going to call it there for now. I really got into it then. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, like and subscribe, all that other good stuff, and we'll be back in a couple of days' time for some more Rimworld, and hopefully we can continue on with our indoor vault, and we can start to get the tables up, and which we've done already by the looks of it. And we're going to get an election as well next episode, so we'll get to crown our first leaders, which will give us a nice little buff going forward as well. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all very, very soon for some more Rimworld. It was a weird ending, wasn't it?